Friends, I brought some helpers today for our Bible lesson. Can you say hi to them? And they're going to help me today. So we are going to talk about parables. Have you ever heard the word parable before? Well, think of your favorite stories. What's your favorite book that your mom or your dad or Mrs. Ratman reads to you? That's great. Now, parables are stories. And Jesus told stories, parables, to all the people around him. But these stories had special meanings. So I'm going to tell you about one of these stories. And Jesus was a really, really good storyteller. And people would come from far away to hear his stories. And he knew a lot of them. He didn't read them from a book. He knew them from his mind. And he would just tell stories to everybody. And he would tell stories about things that would happen every day, normal stuff, to help them understand God's love for his people. And one day, Jesus told his people about a story about a shepherd and a sheep. So he told his people that there was once a shepherd that had 100 sheep. Can you count all the way to 100? Let's start by counting the friends that I brought today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It would take a long time to get to 100 sheep, wouldn't it? Now, counting sheep isn't very easy because they always like to move around. So you start counting and then one moves and you think, man, did I count that one yet? Or did it move? Or do I still need to count it? Do I only have 94 sheep and I should have 100 sheep? Just when you think you have them almost all counted, you have to start over again, and it takes a really long time. So I'm counting my sheep. Do you remember how many I had? Let's pretend all my friends are sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Puddles moves over here. Did I count Puddles to start with, or did I not count him yet? Oh man, better start over. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puddles keeps moving. Silly duck. He just wants to follow you and see you. So, this shepherd in the story that Jesus was telling us about, there were supposed to be 100 sheep, but he could only count 99. So just like Puddles, that sheep kept moving and he kind of wandered away. So what should the shepherd do? Should he stay with the 99 sheep? Or should he go find the one that ran away? He looked for a long time calling, "Here, sheep! Here, sheep!" Couldn't find him. And he was hoping that he would find the sheep before a wild animal would get it, because he didn't want his sheep to get hurt. He loved his sheep. So he looked for a long time, and he looked and he looked, and he left the other 99 sheep to go find the one that ran away. Finally, he heard a baa. So he ran to the sheep and he lifted it on his shoulders and carried it all the way back to the other sheep. Carried it all the way back home. And the shepherd was so happy to find the sheep that he called all of his friends and neighbors and told them the good news, and they were all very happy for them. He really must have loved that one sheep to leave all the other ones to go find it. Did you know that God loves you that much? He sure does. He would leave everyone else behind to come find you and rescue you. And he loves you actually more, way more than the shepherd loved that one sheep. And God cares for us. And God loves us so much with all his heart. Now, friends, today, I'm going to move this a little bit closer so that you can see. I have a coloring picture for you. And it shows, you see the shepherd, the red. And this is a picture of Jesus as the good shepherd. So you can take your markers and your crayons and you can color this coloring page. Color the trees. This is it. Except I know that you can do a really good job coloring. I've seen your coloring and I know that you do a really good job coloring. And we'll color his staff. And the trees. There we go. And then I want you to ask your mom if you can borrow, if she has any cotton balls that you can glue onto the sheep and make him all soft. And if you want to rip off some little pieces of cotton balls and put it on the lost sheep, you can do that too. And then friends, I want you to think, if you were ever lost and God came and found you, how happy you would be. And I also want you to remember that God loves you so, so very much that he will always come find you and always rescue you because he cares for you. Have a great day, friends. I'll see you soon.